today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26, between the Washington football team and the San Francisco 49ers. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led out by their quarterback in his 7th season now from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 more on that one and another first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
He's taken down.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Makes the score Niners 3, Washington nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now James returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No, 2 touchdown passes.
Touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center of the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Washington nothing.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Fielded just inside the 20. Now a it's football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
By the kicking team.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Richard Sherman, a Pro Bowler a year ago, had a pick 6 in the season opener last season against Tampa Bay. And he delivers again with a return for a touchdown on that play. And he's able to put it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's James. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways gets into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Let's go.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now James returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Mostert, pushing his way inside the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
56. Mike, 56 right there, 56.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Everything moved right, ran it right, dove right. Excellent stop at the line of scrimmage, though. I mean, I couldn't see it totally from here, but I don't believe he got any yardage.
No, anytime you dive and you come up with 0 yards, not a good feeling.
That's a good effort, right? It'll look good on tape until they count the number of yards you got, right?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for San Francisco,
Thank you.